You certainly are familiar with that feeling when you spot a brand new car you so much adore just in front of your eyes. Some of the vehicles are designed like a masterpiece, so it entertains only by staring at it. People are buzzed just by these lovely looks. But on the other hand, there are truly horrible, utterly ugly-looking cars. In this video, we are going to show you top 10 ugliest cars that will shock you. Before we start the video, please like and subscribe to our channel for future updates. Let's start the video. Number 10. Fiat Multipla. The original Multipla invented its own class back in 1956. It was extraordinary, and in a way, it remained the same in the period of 1998 to 2010. An MPV with 3 seats in the front row and huge windows all around the Fiat Multipla was one of very few cars with such attention towards practicality. Multipla is an ugly car, especially the pre-facelift model, which had a horrendous set of headlights sculpted right in the area below the windshield. Whole instrument cluster was in the center, slightly oriented towards the driver. Number 9. RollsRoyce Cullinan. It may be one of the most expensive cars in the present-day market. It definitely is amongst the ugliest ones in the world too. Yes, you can justify its presence by saying that without Cullinan in their range, Rolls-Royce would struggle to make their perfect saloon, coupe, and convertible models. From the front, it looks like an overgrown Rolls-Royce. It reminds of a London cab. How exclusive is that? To sum things up, the Cullinan seems like a Rolls-Royce made in China. Number 8. Pontiac Aztec. Pontiac Aztec car owned Walter, and it definitely is one of the few cars which easily make its way to the list of ugliest cars. The production version of this horrible car was astound the world. The whole car from every single angle looks weird. Any petrol heads or car fans are likely to find it as the ugliest car in the world, and that makes the Aztec play in a league of its own. It is so bad that described as a future classic. Number 7. AMC Gremlin. During its few decades of activity, AMC managed to create one of the strangest vehicles in the history of the automotive industry. It is called the AMC Gremlin. AMC offered a front of a classic American pony car and a rear end that was cut with an axe or a guillotine, if you like it. The Gremlin reminds of some projects when the design team is being split into 2 autonomous sides, of which one is responsible for the front end of the car and another one for the rear. Number 6. Nissan Juke. Nissan Juke, one of the cars that made the compact SUV segment erupt in Europe. Nissan did a great job with Juke when it comes to making money, but it was ugly. What made it so bizarre was the silly combo of headlights. Nissan decided to go for an unconventional mix on the Juke. They combined pointy and edgy lights with oddly shaped round pieces on the lower part of the car, creating arguably the strangest front end after the Fiat Multipla. Number 5. Ford Scorpio Mach 2. If you happen to spot this rare car nowadays, the rear part of the second generation of Ford Scorpio might remind you of a sperm whale. Things are not improving a lot when you go towards the engine bay. Although the profile of the car is classic shape of freeboxes, the lines of the front simply do not match the ones at the rear. Number 4. Lexus SC 430. The SC 430 was a coupe cabriolet for the people who wanted something very different. It ended up in the garages of buyers who did not care about the looks of the car, the way it handles, or the ride quality, as well as the ergonomics. In terms of engineering, SC 430 offered unmatched reliability, but the lack of a spirit in the design was so big that the car was paceless to rival others in the same segment. The Lexus SC 430 is considered not only as the ugliest, but perhaps one of the worst cars generally too. Number 3. Plymouth Prowler. Plymouth Prowler was ugly car in the world. It was impractical, it had no V8, and the fuel tank was tiny. When it comes to the design of this car, it feels completely different from the lot, since the front wheels are completely open, just like in single-seater race cars. However, the narrow and pointy front looks misplaced in the context of the fat rear end of the car. So the potential was great, but the whole outcome turned out to be disappointing and ugly on top of that. Number 2. Nissan Murano Cross Cabriolet. The Project Murano Cross Cabriolet was born in 2010. The Cross Cabriolet was displayed in Los Angeles Motor Show. Even though Nissan claimed it to be the first convertible crossover on the market, it was not a big hit. Tall stance, relatively short wheelbase, massive doors, and dull retractable roof design gave Murano a direct flight to the list of ugliest cars. It is ugly, pointless, and unsatisfying. Number 1. Subaru Tribeca. Being a responsible employee in Subaru, what would it take for you to make a great car to conquer different markets? Comfort? Style? Refined ride quality and great power. But Subaru was just a few tons of bad design. Subaru B9 Tribeca is as bad looking as a Chrysler PT Cruiser. Although some of the Subaru cars carry great amounts of rally pedigree, this one seems to be about nothing at all. However, they did improve the appearance for the facelift model, but that didn't save Tribeca. That's it for today. We hope you found our video interesting. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and share it with others. Also, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to our channel. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our new uploads. In the end, thanks for watching and see you next time.